Hello and welcome to Getting Candid with me, your girl Helen. Remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and then make sure that you invite your friends to like the channel so that they don't miss out on the conversations that you are enjoying. Today, my guest is somebody that I still don't know why we've delayed to have this conversation. I'll just take it to say maybe this is the time that God wanted us to have a chat. We call him the beer president. You call him the beer president. He is known as Vinchenzo. I can't wait to get to. I have so many questions for Vinchenzo. Join me on the other side. Welcome back, and I mentioned that I'll be chatting with Vinchenzo, and he's right here with me. Hi.
Hi, Helen.
You okay?
We're getting candid today.
Why conversation? Why did you delay to come into play?
I don't know why you've served me water today because you know.
He asked for water. Me, I asked him, knowing very well that this is our beautiful. What can we offer you? He said water.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people that was sing about alcohol but you don't drink? Timing, child.
Timing, just I
wanted to say you look very smart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A compliment coming from you.
Yeah.
Should be appreciated.
Yeah, I know you look very good. But how have you been? How are things?
I've been alright.
Yeah.
How have you been yourself?
I've been good. I've been good. I'm excited that we're finally having this conversation.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Some questions.
Yeah, my questions yet. When people say it's my questions, I don't get it.
Move with my interviewers.
Hey. Okay, let me tell you a story how I knew you. Fumukazi's Bombshell. When I was listening to the album, and then there's this nice voice on the chorus. I'm like, who is this guy? Had you done a hit song then? Not yet, eh?
By then, no.
Yeah.
I just had Musalezele, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had Musalezele.
Yeah, I kept now looking. I think I asked Mzengaman because he's the one who produced that song.
Yeah.
And he was right, because I called him. I was very curious because I kept repeating the song because the song was very nice and the chorus, like you know the chorus. That's how I knew you. Now, because I wanted to know if that was before Musalezele, that it was after.
It was after Musalezele.
Ah, okay. What inspired you though? Alcohol.
Alcohol. Watch and life situations, and I get a lot of inspiration from observation. Yes, so maybe I would say 30% is my life, 70% is people's life. Yes.
I would love to know though, like for some people, it's like, okay, maybe personal experience, or like you said, observation. The kind of home that you grew up from, did it have people that were drinking for you to say, okay, my dad or my mom, they drink like this, or my brother, my sister, maybe?
My dad is a Reverend, Helen. I come from a Christian family, from a Christian home. So 30% is my life. That's why when you hear the song Cheers to the Good Times, I clearly mentioned, meaning they did their part, grooming me, teaching me, and all that. Whatever you see wrong about me now, it's me.
I like that you take it. But I'm thinking, like where there's a Reverend, eh? How do they take it? Especially maybe now because they can see it's your career. But then when you started and you're seeing about alcohol, because obviously they're not getting hit. It's not just about them, but also people are talking. Say, "Man, our Reverend, so how is it?"
I think parents are always misinformed because the most important thing from the parents' point of view to their kids is safety. So as long as they know that you are okay, you are fine, you are getting paid, you are grown up and you are getting paid, which have been very correct, they will always be fine. Whether you are working, wherever you are working from, as long as they are able to see that you are progressing and you are doing fine, any parent will be okay.
The issues of
Sasha. Both are nice now. But I knew what I wanted, I knew what I was doing. And later on, they began to trust me, to trust my judgment, and they now know that I can't mess up my life or anything.
But now I'm curious to see, I would like to know a little bit about your background, okay? You were obviously raised in church. That's the direction that your parents were looking. Did they ever choose like careers? And how, you have siblings?
Yeah.
How are your siblings like?
Oof, your story. Okay, I would say I grew up from a Christian family, yes. So everybody but me still lives the same lifestyle.
You are the black sheep in short.
Then different. Everybody's going left and I went right. And
Everyone was going right, you went left.
Everyone was going left, I went right, and I became right.
But how do your siblings take it?
I'm actually staying with my siblings, like I would say 4 of them.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, and I do want to get that, because I know that I also grew up in church, kind of like that. Like my dad is a pastor and whatnot, and they're doing entertainment, so I know how hard it can be. Did it ever get to a point where you think, Spanish, I understand, maybe depress you a little bit or something like?
I think uziziba mpunzi, yeah. Chintomfwa. I used to be that person. So it was never about me getting depressed over what my parents are thinking about me. Me, it was a thing where I want this. I will do it. And I got used. So but I was the type of person that would go for whatever I want.
And get it.
I never really sat down and broke down to say shan, because in a week my growing up, or a week ya pita 7 days for an miracle. I go to bed. So it was I
hate being beaten. That 7 days ya pita sana
if I would count how many times my dad has beaten me, even 200 times.
Yeah. Wow. But how's your relationship with your dad now?
Very good.
Very good. Obviously laughing at those moments where you were beaten now.
There's still that fear in what they did. But right now, we have a good relationship.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. And
I actually appreciate that it was that case for me. It was the case of me being beaten all the time. Because if he didn't, maybe man ngandine mwana wa busa ujaka, but wana wa busa sibamve la zona.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Wasted.
The foundation was strong.
But the foundation was very strong in my case.
So even as you do what you do, there are certain things that you can't do because of where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. When you started singing and you gave us Msalezere, was it your plan to keep singing about alcohol, or is how you saw people received that and you're like, I can actually do more songs in this line?
So it was more like a wake-up call. When I did Msalezere, we actually, I don't want to call it an argument, but it wasn't an argument. It was a concern from Bobby East. Bobby East, at some point, he sat me down and shouted at me like a kid. I remember very well. I was at Stash's house. So all along, he was just quiet. And this one time, he just, got up. Yeah, then he started talking to me now like, I don't know if it's like a father.
Like a father, a big brother.
Thought he was by then to me. But I don't shout I'm Daraba, just in my Ivara. Jama Ushani was telling me things like your problem, you were Ulikuno, so on Amongati, which tika. But in the actual sense, you're supposed to be there in the compound suffering so that you feel the pain. You can't be, Shan, hey, I'm being lazy, hey, Shan. He didn't know that me, it was frustrating me, Shan, but he added on top.
What was frustrating you? What made him have that talk with you?
I stayed like over 3-4 years pushing for the same music when everybody else knew that this guy is very talented. Why isn't he making it? You know, Bobby tried pushing me internet-wise here and there, connecting me to the people in the music industry. Stash tried his best. Neslong tried, but still more. I was sure. Sabro, I'm youth. So now we all figured out that I had language barrier because I used to use typical Chichewa. So now Bobby started telling me to tone it down. You understand? So me, I didn't want to tone down. I had no problem toning down the language, but I had a problem toning it down if I can't maintain the sound that comes with singing in Chewa. So I wanted to maintain the sound. So I started figuring out how I can do that. I toned down, but still sound Vinchenzo. So that was the most hardest thing for me.
But you found the balance eventually.
Yes.
And that's when people related.
People related. If Musalezele blew 8 months later, because now I had simplified it, I had simplified my sound, my music, and Musalezele was that song.
Okay.
So after it happened, I even sent it to Makitu. I sent it to a lot of people. When they were listening to the song, a lot of them couldn't understand. They couldn't Makitu. You can call him Makitu. You tell him, say, you did Vinchenzo send you the song?
Yeah.
Tell them, he actually did, and I refused.
Because he couldn't understand.
Because he couldn't understand. And he's like, you know Chichewa. But when Bobby listened to the song, he was like, I'm gonna give you one shot, only just one shot. Should this song miss, you'll never get a verse from me. Are you sure this is the song that you want me on? Yes.
You had faith in it.
Yes, my big artists.
Yeah.
So he jumped on the song, he recorded, and during the time he was recording, he actually found out that the song was actually good. So he had to put more effort. Now he stayed about 4 hours writing the verse.
Wow.
And when he was done, then he came to me and told me, I've heard the song is good, but you need to change your other verse. So he started guiding the project.
Nice.
You need to simplify it.
Yeah. How did you meet Bobby East?
From Stash.
Okay.
From Stash, yes. In Ballaston.
Okay.
I met him actually in Matero. The first time I met him in Matero. Yes. Then in Inshin, Swatch take I'm a youth.
When you brought my youth, oh, like that back then, could that apart?
That.
So
you 2016, 17. So in 2016, December, that's when I met Bobby.
Okay. But Bobby was already big then.
He was big, but he wasn't making the money that he started making 2017, 2018.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Cool. Nice. I like that. And so what kind of a relationship do you have? Because you guys have proper chemistry at Bobby East. Like every song you've done, there's no song, could be unless we don't know about it. Otherwise, every song you've done, you guys, is a hit. How do you work together when you're creating a song?
So, we are both difficult people when it comes to music. Bobby is gifted in terms of listening. Then me, I understand my sound, I understand myself, and I understand Bobby's sound. So I know the chords that he likes, he loves, I know them. So it's very easy for me to come up with a song that Bobby can jump on.
Okay.
And then most of the times, when Bobby says "Nyimbo ni card," even if it's not my song, I've heard him talk about crediting songs, and all the songs that he's,
he has an ear.
He's got that ear, and they always make it.
Nice.
So I started trusting him from that point. So we have that chemistry with him. I understand him, he understands me. That's why it's here for Nyimbo na Bob.
Nice. So you know that that's my guy. Now I want to take you back a little bit. I don't know if it was last year or the other year when you were nominated in the Kwacha Awards, and then you said Mungansha nominate more upcoming.
Because by then, the time that I was supposed to be nominated as an upcomer was during Musalezele, because Musalezele, who doesn't know Musalezele? Musalezele played. You understand?
Did they have awards that year?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
That's the time that they had an award, and I was also on a hip hop song with them. That Redemption song, it even has like 1 million views right now. But they sidelined all those songs. That's the time that even Fumukas was in play. You get. So there is no way the internet out-trended for like 2 weeks with a Muzo Eke Afunso song. But the Msarezere song is also playing, and a new song with Shefi. And then you're telling me it's upcoming. But Nimbo like Msarezere was playing. You understand what I'm saying? Okay.
So for me, the way I looked at it, because I felt like, because I've had a lot of, even the time we were doing Born and Bred Awards, because I used to sit on the committee, yes. So when you nominate artists and then they say upcoming, most of them hated that. Maybe we should put it new artists or something. A lot of people hated that. So for me, the way I look at it is like, okay, you have hit songs, but if it's the first time we're nominating you for awards, and I stand to be corrected, we want you to be in that, like, you can get the award this year. So you're the new, like, you look, I'm sure Msalezere wasn't the first song you ever recorded. There was other songs, like you said, there were other songs that you released that we didn't relate to. Msalezere, you're saying that was your new hit, and obviously you deserved to be nominated. I don't know how the competition was, because I don't sit on that committee. I don't know how they were picking the songs they picked for that year. So when I saw you refusing, I was like, but why is he refusing? Like that was my reaction when I saw the post that Vinchenzo was put out. I'm like, but take the award with pride. Like, this year you come out quite all right, yes. Next year you can be nominated in the other categories. But if you're saying that year they had, because I don't remember whether they had awards that year when you did Msalezere.
They did.
Okay. How do you look at awards in general?
I think the awards, the idea of having awards is fine. It's a welcomed idea, but I feel like this is my opinion. It's not a fact. I just feel like we are being used most of the times. It's not something that we can actually grow from. Like, what's the difference between the people that have won awards and me? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. There's need for a difference. Sunga win award, awards.
Like, what do you think the problem is? What do you think award organizers, what do they need to change?
Because I feel like their interests are way too different. If I have to rate it from 1 up to 10, maybe the industry, the interest to grow the Zambian music industry can just be 2%, and the 8% is benefiting them. You get my point. But if we can go 50-50, at least the awards should have 50% interest in the growth of Zambian music industry, like the Zamtel are doing. Sorry to mention this on your podcast. Yeah. Zamtel awards are doing. I feel like that is very empowering. Because imagine if you, Helen, as an influencer, you get a Hilux, your life will never be the same. Yeah. Or if you win an award and then the sponsors that are sponsoring that particular award, for example, Song of the Year is being sponsored by Zanaco, and a few days later we see you as a brand ambassador of something for Zanaco. Do you think your life can be the same?
No, it won't.
So even as they are doing this pitching thing to those sponsors, at least,
it should be beneficial to the artist. It should be beneficial
to the artist. Let them get their sponsorship money, but at the end of the day, the artist should also benefit, so that but do you know how long it takes for an artist to buy a vehicle here in Zambia? You need to have over 10 hit songs. Yeah. If you are not clever. If you are just using your normal brain. Because you almost need to be a thief for you to actually buy a vehicle as an artist here in Zambia.
What? Okay, so I have so many questions from your statement. So firstly, the awards, maybe we look at it as the credibility is not very good. Maybe they also, you're saying the interest from the organizers is not really to build the industry, but really try to grow their pockets more than they have to do. So I hope award organizers are needed, because I saw a lot of artists having issues with a lot of awards now, which was making me sad, because we need those. Because that is good for you when you go outside the country. You say award-winning artist, it's good for your profile. So I hope that can change. But also you brought up a point, there's something that you said here, when you said, I wanted to say Zam. When you say it takes so long for an artist to even just earn something, like you literally have to be there. Then we have Zambia Association of Musicians. What is it that they do for artists that you can say, at least maybe I know Zam is going into elections soon. Maybe we should tell whoever will win what you as an artist would like to see. Because Zambian Association of Musicians is meant to empower you guys. It's meant to not just kuonekera pamariro. It has to be more. Right now, Vinchenzo, you should be able to say, so at least if I go through Zam, if I'm registered under Zam, so what is it that you would like to see them do for you? Even the National Arts Council.
Okay, I'm actually hoping to see change and the difference from Zam after the elections, because over all these years, from my side, Zam hasn't really done anything for me from my end. But I'm hoping to see change, you know, from the time of election onwards. I'm hoping to see change because the truth is they haven't been beneficial in any way.
What changes would you like them to see?
I would like them to work on monetization. You know, we need to monetize Zambian talent. You get what I'm saying? For instance, if you were the owner of Trade Kings, just for instance, and you have paid for advertisement, let me say Hot FM, you want them to play your ads, and you've paid for 20 ads. How are you going to know that they've played 20 ads at Hot FM?
Yeah, there's no follow-ups and stuff.
You get? Yeah. So how are they going to monetize to say, okay, this system has played Vinchenzo's songs about 100 times. So we need to have a system that is going to be detecting how many times Vinchenzo's songs has played at the radio station, in the club, because...
That's Zamcop's job, right?
That should be Zamcop's job, yes. And because their job is to also collect royalties on our behalf, you get? But we are now... I would rather work with TuneCo and these other platforms that offer those services. Yeah. You get? Because the only thing that Zamcops they are still asking for CDs from us. You take it, CDs. Ooh. You get? So meaning the system is just too old to benefit an artist right now. So that's why I'm saying after these elections, we are hoping to see change. Not once come back on social media, pay this, pay this, pay this. But we are paying for what?
Have you paid?
I don't know.
You have vote, because you won't vote if you haven't paid. Because then if you don't see change,
my manager has already done that.
Okay. Because if I was going to say, Vinchenzo, but you can't speak if you haven't paid, because I know
Kairi, we need to understand. You're just saying pay.
Yeah, that's true. Pay. And that's from my observation, that's a concern that I saw from a lot of artists. Like, what am I paying for?
Why am I paying?
Yeah. So I feel like this new regime has received a lot of pressure. Whoever is going to win, I hope they will make a change. And
also, I think what is supposed to be done right now is who are we voting for? Like, we need to nominate the people to vote for, not just because someone is busy pushing pay. It should be the person to be known now. And I'm going to their mindset as too old to benefit the Zambian music industry right now. We need people like Mzengaman there. You understand? Yeah. We need serious people that are not going to be just chasing non-organizations, benefiting their pockets for nothing. No. Because a lot of events that are happening, artist went to see the president. How? We don't know about that. Yeah. You understand? Because like the meeting that happened when President Hakainde was actually talking to the artists.
Yes.
You know, when you look at the artists that were there, if we had people like, you know, Mzengaman, Makito, like people with the voice, B-Flow, to go there and ask questions. That can't happen. Why can't that happen? You understand my point? Yeah. They will pick people. I mean, and listening. Nothing, no help, nothing.
Yeah. We hope to see that change.
Yes, so us we hope to see the change.
Nice.
Not Congo, Tengachema Trizare. But that is more.
Now people were saying by now we are going more by the time Africa my ideas in Shaenda, but I'm not seeing your ideas going.
I'm a very smart person. Me, I'm very intelligent, Helen. Very, very intelligent person.
Yeah.
Very intelligent person.
You planned it all out.
Huh?
You planned it.
Yes. So I do a lot of campaign for mental health, but people don't see that. But pangono, why do you think nikachosa nyimbo pasapita time then it will blow up? Because you deny it first time out, but
like the recent one, when it came out, it was like,
but pangono wadabwache hicho chapisha chinyimbo. I'll take for instance my favorite person turned into a lesson. There's a song, my favorite person turned into a lesson. When people heard the song, okay, it was from the EP Chakona 1-0. It took 7 months. When I go to events, they start requesting for it. So when you are not a fan of Vinchenzo, it means you're living a perfect life. It should be a perfect life with no problems. Because if you have problems, then you need to listen to Vincenzo's songs.
Yeah,
they definitely help. They don't give solutions, but they will tell you to say, Mdoanga pa upita mvaso. So it's fine that you put them with the verse, but now it's time for you to
just
find a solution. No, by finding a solution. Most of the times we trick people into thinking like our songs are party songs, but when you get to actually listen to the lyrics, you would find out to say there's a lot of sense in the lyrics.
Okay, no.
A lot of sense. People run away from my music, but they end up going back when it's time for them to hate.
Yeah, no, but it's working for you clearly. Don't you have heard people campaign that you need to be brand ambassador for some of these companies that brew alcohol? Have you ever been approached?
Yes, we have, and some of them we've been following them. But like I've told you, it until someone sits down and start listening to the songs, that's the only way they would actually see the actual value that comes with putting Vinchenzo as a brand ambassador for big companies like the ones that you want me to be working with.
Yeah.
Yes. Until someone sits down to listen to the actual songs, the actual content, then they will know that these songs, this brand is actually perfect for our marketing and everything. I'm not contaminated at all.
Okay. Yeah, because for some people they're thinking, oh, he's just encouraging young people to start drinking. He's contaminating the next generation. So when you say you advocate for mental health and they're putting it in beer, isn't that some sort of like nimwe chavi? Akamba Vinchenzo, my problems are back nimwe chavi.
The funny thing is we've got a lot of artists who will actually insult. They will insult. Tukwana, so munyimbo, tukwana, and you find them working with brands that would say we don't want to associate ourselves with alcohol. So you're associating yourself with insults. So if you talk about me, I don't see sense in such things. So but panga sense, but can't change anyway. A good brand is going to associate with me at the end of the day. But I've been getting good business so far, so good.
That's nice.
Especially after the Chase to the Good Time song.
You're making money, ka?
Yeah.
I think once you're on Darama Passage. Tell me, what are you working on currently?
Okay, currently I'm working on an album.
Yeah. Is this your first album? Because you just had an EP then. Yeah.
This is going to be my first album, and it's not just an album. It's something that I don't care whether it makes it or not, but it's something that I just want to speak.
It's personal.
Yes, like express myself and putting people in place. It's not a rap album, but I just want to speak the truth. With me included. But
I can use it.
So such kind of topics.
Who are you working with? Producers?
So I have obviously the famous Witty Beats, Witty on the battle there. Yes, and I've got Skipper. I have MJZ. So these are the 3 producers that I would actually mention.
Okay.
For now that I'm working with.
Collaborations, you want to review them now? Or
No.
When should we expect the album to be out?
So the only thing that will determine the date is the venues for where we are launching from.
Okay.
You get.
So it's going to be a big launch.
It's going to be a big launch, yes. We're trying to spice things up.
Nice.
We're not a small brand anymore.
Please do. I mean, this is, let me tell you something. Me, I'll be very honest. I feel like I enjoy concerts. I love a good concert. I love a good show. But for me, a good show will come with two things. Okay, maybe 2, 3 things. It has to be, if I can sing along to the songs, obviously, but a good performance. You know, sometimes even if you don't know the songs, if somebody's giving you a great performance, you will enjoy the show. Yeah. And for me, when I say great performance, a lot of our artists, I don't know if it's money or what, but also I just feel sometimes it's effort. There's zero creativity. Somebody just goes on stage. It's a whole album launch, Vinchenzo. I'm not coming to album launch to just see you do 1, 2 step. And I'm being honest. I want to see some creativity. I want to see that you and your team sat down and say, how are we going to introduce Vinchenzo on stage? What happens now? I'm not expecting you to do crazy, like flying around like Chris Brown. But just some sort of effort. I'll give an example of one Zambian artist that's Ukaindomutamba. You would not get disappointed. Then, and I don't know about now, I haven't seen him perform in a long time. That Rough Kid was one of those guys. Rough Kid always brought it. When he's performing, I remember the last album launch, I think it was the time he came with a coffin on stage. But every time, even when we were organizing Born and Bred Awards, it was difficult for people to remove his name on the table for performances. Because we knew, as much as the team is thinking, oh, you're even a performer in Imbo, we want him to do this, he would always come with crazy ideas. And he would just come and outsmart you. Like, guys, I want to do it like this, like this. Like, for me, that makes a good concert, more than just you sing. So I'm hoping for something.
So, do you know, some artists, their music allows them to perform the way they do. Some artists, you really need to have the money for them to see the best out of them. But this is what happens. The bad thing that happens is not that we are not grateful, we are grateful. They are even trying their best. You understand? But sometimes the money is just too little for a great performance.
That's true.
Helen, I can't call you to come and back up, help me back up my set. You'll be a backing vocalist. And then I pay you 500 kwacha. I'm gonna transport, you get. So for instance, if we pay, if I can be paid like 100K, I know even if I remove 30 pin to actually put it to, to empower others actually. Because Kulishaban my backup singers, they don't get empowered. I'm in my church manager these days.
Yes.
But if people like me can actually get them, pay them. You understand? Because they also need to grow.
Yeah.
But how am I going to get to do that if I'm underpaid? You get what I'm saying? So even that coffin that Rough Kid brought to bring on stage, he didn't get it for free. It
costed money.
It costed money. You get what I'm saying? And for people to be fined carrying the gun up a stage, they have to be paid. It's money involved. It's always about the money that makes all these events lit. You get what I'm saying? The funny thing is that event organizers are actually able to pay over 500 paying for a stage. Do you understand that? 200,000 for the sound system and the lighting system. But going to an artist who's actually being the
supposed to be on that stage.
Being the reason for people to pay tickets and coming to run saying 50
and that's just the truth though. I hope event organizers can have a look into that, because if you're able to pay those amounts for those things, I think as you're pitching for sponsors, they need to understand that there's a budget. And I always want to tell these people that the stakeholders, the ones that are supposed to put in money. You know, it's a big entertainment as like it's proper job creation.
Yeah.
Because you, Vinchenzo, for you to be here, you have somebody who does your hair. That's employment. If they know, oh, Vinchenzo and Jipira, so you have a stylist who is making sure you're looking good. If you have somebody who is managing your stage performances, a choreographer, or, you know, those creative directors, you're creating employment for those people. If you're having dancers, you're creating employment for dancers, as well as backup singers. You have people that are playing instruments. Oh, that's a lot of, not everybody can be employed by the government. And so I always wish the people, the stakeholders, can look at it in that light, not just thinking entertainment in Soviet. I can see there's a bit of change now, but I wish there's more that we can do.
I think we are growing. It's just that key players in the music industry should actually start talking about that so that it actually happens. You know, we are at least getting paid a little bit better now because someone like Slab D talked about it.
Yeah.
You know, the refusing of going to Shanshani, Wanatili Pira, the same fish, Shanshan, all those songs.
Yes.
Actually put them in the songs. We need voices like that so that the actual change should actually happen.
Yeah.
You know, if for instance, if I am the most happening artist right now and there's a concert happening and you come to me and say, Tina 30 pina bwana kukani. So zabwera ko bantu kushow yako. Kairufunika a crowd puller. You understand? For instance, if I had said no to the events in December, and in a chest to the good times and I'm not performing anyway, you get what I'm saying? So basically, you'll be booked, and other artists who are also happening, they'll be booked. But if you have one voice like Vazion, that you are actually fighting for this, this is the reason why I credit your maps, because it's always lifting his value. It's
That's
always
true.
lifting his value. People don't see, they see boasting and what, but that thing is working. It's actually, another artist would actually say 50 pin. But we want to line up your maps as if at your maps are charging over 200 pin. So they can't be
But when you go it won't be so bad.
But you know, 50-50, fully knowing that this other guy, no matter what, he won't get below this. You get. So we also have those changes in the music industry. But because someone is willing to sacrifice their reputation out there for a change, we've got a lot of cowards in the music industry. A lot of them, and it doesn't even make sense. The few people that speaks, then they are eating wrongly, using wrong words. You know, the pockets are fat, and so they shut up. But if it's time for other people to eat, those that you actually start talking, it means they now understand. You get. So they want to talk about it. Once they voice out a little bit my statement, my phone calls, I mean, I'm behind the scene. But it is what it is, guys. If you want change, bring the change. You are not the person that is going to make everything right, but you can be the start. Someone else can pick it up. Someone else can build on that. Until we are Zambia right now because someone fought for independence. It's not like when they fought for independence, they had a vision to actually build what is here now. Maybe they
did their job.
Then someone else picked it up. We are now here. Zambia is looking like this because someone had the guts to actually go in front of the gun and dare that person until something happened. You get. We need people like that, but we have a lot of cowards all over.
No, but I really hope we see change. And like we're saying, this new regime, there's a lot of talk. These elections have been hyped. So I'm hoping we also see some changes like what you're saying. Because I think Zambian music is doing very well. People are putting in efforts. You guys have done a lot in terms of even the quality of production. It has improved. The videos have improved. The branding for the artists is really good. I feel like your branding, most of you have known how to brand yourself to a point where I don't think stakeholders will say, I don't want to associate because of how they are looking. Maybe other things, but in terms of looks, people have known how to make sure that they're looking like stars and that they're supposed to be, which is good. What else are we looking forward to?
Okay, so me and Bobby East obviously are trying to fill up something for our people.
Yes.
And those that like drinking water,
Like
dehydrating,
you.
because being a Chakora comes with a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
When you're not drinking, you can dehydrate. Yeah?
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we are calling our festival Chakumwa Festival.
Yo.
Yes, yes.
When is that? Do we have the dates yet? No.
We are actually arguing about the dates, but I wouldn't like to mention it now.
Okay.
We'll just see a poster. Yes.
That's something to look forward to, guys.
Very
Bobby East
much.
and Vincenzo.
We actually want to be performing for 2 months prior to the event.
Yeah.
Because we are trying to make sure that people come and vibe with us at the event.
I hope I'll come and watch and enjoy
You
you
should.
guys.
I've come here.
I will come.
supposed
Next
to
time,
come and
I'll come
support,
no, I'll definitely come and support. I love supporting local stuff. I really love to. You'll be going out of the country as well?
Yeah. 28th June with Bobby East actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yes.
I saw the poster.
We're
It's
going
you and
to
Bobby.
Australia, Sydney to be specific. Got a gig there.
Nice. When is this your first gig outside the country or the continent?
Continent, yes.
Okay. How are you feeling? How excited, nervous? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling everything. Excited, nervous, scared, you know?
Yeah.
Because most of the times, I don't know what usually happens. Initially, when we go to events, we usually post. But one video, I'm end up my events, so
Mama can go.
I can go post. So, I'm trying.
So you're wondering why?
I'm wondering why.
But Bobby East has been out before. Ask him why is someone posted.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe they have their phones off by the time they are, you know.
Event.
Maybe you're not even thinking about capturing. Maybe you're just
Obviously, you
nervous,
as an
scared
artist, you're
and
not. That's the
stuff.
last thing you're thinking about. You're thinking of delivering a good performance.
Yes.
But maybe the events organizers should be able to put that for you guys together.
Like put it out even if could even value 4, because their growth.
Let me tell you, that's what I want to say. I know our people like to criticize the fact that, I know perform with Zambians wanzake. But do you know how we spread the news? Because look, if today I was called to go and host an event outside, it's because there's a Zambian probably who has recommended me. And I'm hoping and knowing that Zambian knows some people where they stay. So as I go Vinchenzo, could you walk to Zambia? Maybe I'm living in Australia and I know Vinchenzo is coming. I have Australian friends. And that's what also the people in the diaspora need to do, because that's kind of their job. You're like an ambassador for Zambians when you're there. So you tell people like, there's Zambian coming. I'd love you to come and see what Zambian artists can do. That's how our Nigerian friends have managed to spread the word. It's not like when Nigerians started going out, they automatically started playing for Americans.
Yeah.
The Nigerians went out, and those Nigerians would show up in numbers. But even as well, and you know, their population is way bigger than ours. But they would also invite their people. It's embracing your own. So I know we like to say, hey, no, I perform like Zambians, I perform. Even our friends started like that. Maybe 1 or 2 Australians will be there. It's good marketing. Maybe that Australia. I'll tell you an example. Last year I hosted an event in Livingstone, okay? But it was organized by Nigerians that partnered with Zambians. But then my co-host was from Botswana. So at the event, she kept getting shocked at Zambian music. Hey, I didn't know that Zambian music is this nice. I didn't. Right now, she sent me a photo. She's like, I'm at work. She's on YouTube listening to Zambian music. And I'm hoping she's telling somebody at work about Zambian music. You know, like, for me, that's how I believe the news spreads. We can't automatically be Beyonce. Like, I'm not expecting you to be Beyonce, but it takes a village to raise a man, and it takes every Zambian. Whenever you have friends from outside, I take it very personal to make sure that my people that are not in Zambia, at least they should know something about Zambia. They should know Zambian music, movies, whatever I feel like I can tell them, food. I want them to know about my country because I'm just so proud and I'm very patriotic. And I just wish Zambians we could be more patriotic other than bringing each other down, which we always do. So don't worry about how many people will show up. Send us the videos and photos.
Yes.
You're an international artist. You're going to perform in Australia. That's it. That's it. Any last words?
A big shout out to our viewers, and thank you very much to you for inviting me. It's the first time here, and it was a great show.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. And
Thank you
thank
for
you very
coming.
much for supporting Vinchenzo Mbale. May God bless you with long life, good health, so that you may live long to actually listen to Vinchenzo and
To
see
more
him grow.
alcohol, to more alcohol songs. Thank you so much. And before I let you go, are you dating?
I've got an NDA. Don't really talk.
You're being smart. Now you see, my laptop is looking quote, I forget things. So literally my week, my month, everything I write here, then I remove what I've done.
It's okay.
It's a reminder because I forget.
It's all right.
Just for the viewers who are looking and saying, the laptop in the guys. So
it's okay.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for coming. This has been a great conversation. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're sharing it to your friends so that they also enjoy this and just get to know Vinchenzo a bit more. I needed to ask him a lot of questions about alcohol, and I think the questions have been answered. For me, your girl, Helen, it's bye-bye.